Nyuki Podcast, the voice for the community. I'm here with my co-host Spunny.
What's up, Uncle T?
Life, man. Life.
Life. That's good to hear, man. Episode 19.
I know, man.
We are thrilled. We have been blessed with all the wonderful comments and great feedback we have been receiving, and
Yeah.
it's just amazing. I ran into a family member yesterday at my sister's house, and they asked me if I started singing. I was like, what do you mean? That's like, you saw you have the headphones on and you were in front of microphone. I was like, oh, well, did you at least go ahead, click on the video? If you click on it, the link, you will understand what I was doing.
Yeah, they can hear you sing.
Exactly. So I was like, go check it out. It's a great song for those who want to hear me sing. So
Yeah, 19th song. This is the 19th song. We're doing a whole album.
Oh, yeah. You know,
Yeah,
it's
man.
just getting better and better. And
Yeah.
one thing, Uncle Chi, I think we need to throw this out there to the people in the community who have been watching. I want to let them know we are not sorry for every single thing we have said on this show. We are not in some type of way feel obligated to apologize to anybody out there if their feeling has been heard based on the conversation we have here on the show. This is the whole point. That is why we named this show Nyuki.
Stings.
Yeah, Nyuki. If you don't like the conversation we are having here, if you don't like some of the topic we talk about it, but hey, you are free to unsubscribe yourself and not to listen to us, not to follow us. But we are going to continue to talk about some of the most uncomfortable subjects, some of the most uncomfortable issues that are affecting our community and affecting our countries. That's just the bottom line.
Yeah, no, I agree. If I'm not mistaken, the reason why me and you started this is, those daily conversations people have, but people don't want other people to hear it, you know. That was the intention, because also when we hanging out and having those conversations, there's that thing like, oh my God, this was a good conversation. Other people should hear it.
Yeah.
So I think that was another reason why Nyuki started. So yeah. Also, I'm having a lot of fun. I'm learning a lot of things about myself. Yeah, I'm learning a lot of things about myself. So also, yeah. Like I have a friend in Zambia too. Like,
you know what? Hold that thought. I just want to give a shout out to everybody that's been watching. I look at the countries or the continent that have the most view. Uncle T.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, my friend in Zambia texts me like, oh, by the way, we've been watching you. My closest friend, my cousin, like, he even reposts us all the time. He's in Burundi.
Shout out to him.
Yeah. But yeah, no, so it's been fun. Now you can find us anywhere
you want.
Yeah. So.
We are recognizable anywhere. Just stay updated. More new swag and stuff are going to be coming along your way, and you guys, those of you who want to start supporting us, we will soon provide a way for you guys to start supporting us. Cash App, it's one of them.
Yeah.
Donation and some of these things. That's it's really great. But like we say, we are not going to try to please certain type of people. We are going to
they said if you want everybody to like you, sell ice cream.
Yeah, true.
So, but no, also I'm glad people are having conversations out there because of Nyuki.
Yeah.
Because literally 90% of people now I see in my community, they have something to say. They, they either be like, "Oh, keep it up," or like, "Oh, why you guys say there?" I disagree. So, I'd like, Nyuki welcomes anybody. I mean, almost anybody.
I saw, I can say them, right? Yeah. I saw Ndulu this past Sunday. Call me Mr. Nyuki.
Yeah, so he
was like, "I'm not going to refer you to Spanish anymore, Mr. Nyuki."
Yeah, so good. That might be our nickname in the future. You never know.
True.
Yeah, and the future looks, looks bright.
Looks bright. I think there's still more great things to come ahead.
Oh yeah.
There's going to be a whole shift that's going to happen soon. Just stay tuned, stay loyal to us, and
we surprise ourselves every day.
Keep following us and keep connected with us, and and also Uncle T. Before we jump into our topic of the day, I wanted us to address some of our viewers who are not African or who are not from the African descent, but they are also American or black or white that have show interest to come on to our show and kind of have a certain type of dialogue. And if you are watching, to those who are watching, we have not been ignoring you, because when we first started Nyuki, it was more a platform from us. For our people as African living in diaspora, but we are putting a plan together. We are trying to put a plan together how we can benefit from them. How we can bring the idea and incorporate that with what our mission is from the beginning. So don't think that we are just ignoring people. We try to respond,
especially those emails we're receiving now.
We try to respond to all those emails as soon as possible once it comes. But the process is long because there's still a lot of things we are still trying to figure out. We haven't get there yet, but once we get there, we will be able to accommodate you guys and be able to have you guys on the show, whether it's online type of Facebook Live or Zoom type of this thing. We still try to figure all those things. And if you know anybody that specializes in all these things,
to add to the last part, Nyuki is two people thing. Like we are in charge of everything. So we also have full-time jobs and other different things we have going on in our lives. So if things are a bit slow, is because we only two people taking care of everything. So please understand. Anyway, we can talk about Nyuki all day long, but let's get to the point. I'm sure people are seeing the progress. Hopefully, it's a positive one.
Yeah.
But anyway, what do you got for us today, Spunny?
Well, since it's June, we started with the African independence.
July.
July. Sorry, I tried to go back. July, and we started with the African Independence Day. With some of the historical background, what happened with the colonial and how we happened to gain our independence. But I think I want us to continue with some of the things. Okay, we got independence 60 years later, or I think between 60 or 61 years later.
Yeah,
that's when most African country got colonized, gained the independence. So that's how long it has been. But I wanted to talk also.
There are countries that are very new, like South Sudan.
So I think South Sudan got theirs independence in 2013 or 2012.
A few years
ago. So, but we will talk about those later once my people decide to come on the show. But that's why I wanted us, to talk about some of the reason, investing in Africa as African in diaspora. investing in Africa.
So, as
Why investing is important, especially to those of us who are living here in diaspora, Uncle Chi.
why is it important?
Yeah.
Please tell me why.
Well, why? I have Africa is the second largest continent on Earth.
Mm-hmm.
So that tells me we have nearly everything.
Nearly or just everything, except common sense.
That's what put nearly. Okay. And we can go with that. And there are between 1,500 to 2,000 languages are spoken in Africa.
That's why there's a lot of confusions,
Wow.
a lot of conflict.
Well, Africa is the source of the world's largest, longest rivers.
Niles.
Yes.
I heard I read somewhere where they say that they're trying to monetize the river.
To benefit us or
No,
benefit
no.
the Muslim?
It's not gonna benefit you in no way. Yeah, Muzungu is trying to monetize all the water. So
The richest man ever is African.
Musa.
The world's largest, hottest desert in Africa. You find it in Africa.
The first mathematics, science.
And is home to the world's oldest university.
The first ever in Morocco, I believe. Was it Morocco or Mali?
I think one of those two countries.
Yeah. No. So why is it important though to invest back home?
It is important, Uncle Chi. It is important to invest back home. I'll tell you why.
Mm-hmm.
One, we are not going to live here forever. That is one.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, our kids
Mm-hmm.
will live here because they are born here. This is the home. This is the land. But to you and me and I, this is not. We are blessed to come here with the opportunity presented to get the knowledge, the education, the language, the culture, to use it to better our country, to go back and invest and create an opportunity to those who are left there.
So, do you think they need us back there?
They need us permanently, or
However, do you think the way they're living right now, do you think if we went to invest, because the reason why there's nothing wrong to invest in anything long as it's legal. Let's say somebody have been suffering back home, and we know the life there is not easy. It's not fun for many people.
Yes.
So let's say I have all the resources, all the means to invest back home, to do all kind of things. It's not going to benefit those people. It's going to make me richer.
Well, Uncle Chi. Okay. So let's look at it at this angle. Okay.
Which angle? This one or that one?
All the three. No, the angle I'm trying to develop here. You know, when we talk about investing, we also need to think about empowering.
Yeah.
Okay, because when the goal of investing is when you're investing, the long term is for you to be able to benefit from the profit for your investment, right?
Yeah.
There are, I believe, the whole youth, on the unemployment of youth is at highest on any, the highest in the continent than any other continent around the world. We are like at 90%, of unemployment rate. If you invest, you create something, a way for the youth to be actively involved to work that process, do you know you are helping break that curse of poverty by allowing them, giving them something to do? Because the problem is there are not enough enterprise or organization or any kind of a way for entrepreneurship for them to be able to work and be able to have a family and support themselves and feed their family. That's what I say is it's we have to find a way to invest back home by creating something.
So I understand what you're saying, and I feel like I agree, but this is what I believe, and this is the method I have used or try to use. Because we have as soon as you arrive here, you automatically we have it better than the people we left back home. So automatically, I think, like, if I go there, they like their life will be better. I don't know if you know.
Yeah, but the mentality, the thing is, no, we are not trying to change their mentality.
No. I'm talking about our mentality.
Okay.
As soon as we arrive here, like, because the reason why me and you are speaking about investing is because we feel like we have the upper hand than they do.
Yes.
So that mentality sometimes can be detrimental. To the point where we start looking down on them like I'm here to be their savior, which is wrong.
And I think that's what it needs to be addressed.
Yeah.
Because if we don't address it, then we are all into the same boat with the Muzungu.
Yeah, because that's what, like, Muzungu, anybody, even to today, is like even in a Christian world here in the U.S., people will mention, like, anybody, every time they think of doing something good, the top two continent to come is Asia, or Africa and Asia. Yes. Oh no, the third one is South America.
Mm-hmm.
You see, that mentality is very wrong. I disagree with it 100%. One, we're not better than those people in no way. We just have more resources than they do. We just more. We have more stable government than they do.
And that's why I'm urging us in diaspora to invest. Because when you invest, you create a job opportunity for those who are over there.
Yeah, then so that's good, but not good at the same time, because it's like, this is what the methods that I use and always use when I'm fortunate enough to do more is I don't like the idea of somebody depending on me. Now, knowing that I have a little bit more than you do, I don't want you to and I always tell this to anybody that reach out to me. Tell me what you need. Tell me a project you have. Then I'll fund it.
That is a great way.
That's me. I don't know how other people feel.
I think that's a great idea, or not idea, but a great way to hold people responsible.
Because when they do have those projects, one, I'm not giving them a job. I'm pushing them a little bit further, and then they're gonna go. So even if I step out, they're going to continue. But let's say I'm giving them a job, and then the business goes bad, or I'm not making enough profit because mentally I'm running a business. And
true.
Yeah. So and if it doesn't go right, I have to shut it down or to change some methods. That's letting some people go. You know, so and that's why I don't like the idea of us going there to give jobs.
No, we are not going there to give. Well, that's the whole point of creating a company, to have people work, because, uncle, not everyone is on call to be their own man. So certain people are called to be behind the scene. Certain people are close to be the front runner and all these things. And that's what things, you mentioned a great part when you were commenting. You said, give me a project. Say, hey, bro, this is the project I have. This is how much approximately is going to cost. And this is where I am. And this is where I need your help with. That to me is pure understanding. I can try my best to say, okay, this person has something and they need my help. I can, sacrifice like, okay, yours, this is what I have. Can you find the rest somewhere, or what material do you need? I can get it from here and ship it to you.
And also from my experience, and I'll speak from my countryside, compared to when you're looking at currency, it's very, very cheap to invest back home. It's very cheap. And we have a lot of people with great ideas. They just don't now have that push, the funds. Like somebody can start a huge, like I know a person that started, now he make millions, but it is their money, millions of their money, which is $1,000. Like so, 1 million to 3 million of the money, the franc. In that's a lot of money.
Yes,
that's a lot of money. But he started with one fish. One fish.
There's the dedication.
Yeah, one fish. Now he makes at least $1,000.
That is
so. We have many people like that, but then
well, those people, those are the people that I believe it's worth investing in them.
Oh yes,
providing them with the tools, the resources they need to even become more successful. Because imagine you started with one fish.
Oh yeah.
If you can, if by investing can say, hey, you started with one fish, but with technology and everything, we can get to 10 fish a day.
Yeah, or some people that start with one chicken, and then
they
lay eggs.
Exactly. And all those, they are great things. That's what I'm saying.
Those are, the simplest things. We have, like, in any country, we have IT experts. They just don't have anybody to invest in their ideas.
And that's why you and I need to start investing back home.
Yeah, but the mistake we make, and which I don't like.
The problem is stopping the continent to allow us to be able to invest is lack of numeric. Lack of numeric. Everything, they have not transformed paper into computer system. Because imagine, Uncle Chi, if they can be able to manage to transform that, instead of writing on paper.
Maybe that's an idea right now. See, that's an idea.
But sadly, I'm not an IT tech person.
Yeah, but so you're trying to tell me in that big Congo, there's like, I'm sure you can find at least 1 million people that can do those things.
And that's a system where the government need to also invest into that a lot.
Yeah, so I feel like one first step is having the government that make it easier for people to run their businesses or to be able to express their ideas. I feel like that's the number one. If they made it easier for them, then you will be, I don't know. Because I want to give you an example. I read this book. It was comparing. Now, it's not about being perfect or anything. It's about having at least stable and reasonable policies. The book mentioned compare Bill Gates and the richest man in Mexico.
Oh, what's his name?
The one that ran a telecom company.
Pablo Escobar?
No, that one is Colombian. He was selling salt. But yeah, Chapo. But he compared in a way, like, you see the government here can bark a bill get like, yo, what you're doing with the company, you're taking advantage of people. You either you being expensive,
Regulation,
manipulation, monopoly, all those things. The government can step in and be like, hey, you need to make it easier right now. Like people are suing like big tech company like Facebook, you know. And then he compared to the richest man in Mexico. This dude is running the whole government. It's like if he doesn't give it a green light, nobody goes, you know. And I honestly feel like this country is heading there, but I don't know if you get my point. You see how it's very different where regardless what money you have, the government can step in and be like, look,
there are regulations, there are rules, respect those and all these things.
But back home, I don't know. I hate exposing my country, but you can't spend $50 and put somebody in prison.
Sadly, that's just the reality in Africa, with the slogan of only the strong survive. And the poor are left, with nothing. So that's why things and all those things, it shouldn't stop us from investing.
Oh no, it depends.
It shouldn't stop us from investing, regardless what it is. I would advise any African in the diaspora right now. Okay, go back. Just take a vacation. Oh, go visit. It's good. We are going to all this country, all those nice beach and all these places. We are spending money into the economy.
Yeah, of course.
Just Uncle Tim. Before you add what you want to add. Imagine the number or the percentage of every African in the diaspora. Okay, if we decided to take a vacation just for one summer, every African in the diaspora to go back to our home country for a week or 2 weeks or even a month. Think about how the economy, the touristic economy, will boost in our continent.
No, I agree with you 100%. Like I'll boast about my country. Like we have the most beautiful, areas, almost from south to north.
Yeah.
But we have to have somebody that make it easier for that. What is one thing people look at before they travel anywhere? Safety. Like we have to make it easier. Like I'll go to Cancun before I go to somewhere in Congo.
Yeah.
And if you look, and they have violence everywhere, but like there's places where, and when the West is against you, they will make it worse. They will even put you like this is the most dangerous place on earth, but really America is. But then make you feel, and people believe those things.
Yes.
But I feel like there's some truth to that where we have to be safe.
True. And what you said is true. A quick example would be like the Boko Haram situation in Nigeria.
Oh yeah,
they made seems like Nigeria, the whole Nigeria was a bad place to visit, but it was just a small territory where those militia group control and were actively involved with all these things, and that's why.
I'm sorry to cut you off. See, now I'm thinking there have been more shooting in this country than any other country on earth. But nobody put them on the list that, they're not safe.
Yes.
Propaganda.
Because they are good at that, and they have all the biggest media corporation owned are here.
Yeah. But no, we have to.
And also, since you mentioned that, and one piece of advice I want to give to our African people. Not everything, I repeat, not everything is to be put on social media or on YouTube. Not everything. You will see they are building up a female or a woman, people rather be filming to post on social media instead of intervening and stop that person from committing that violence.
Yeah.
You see somebody's getting killed. The first thing, social media.
I mean, there's two sides to it. Because for example, like the George Floyd incident, like the lady that recorded, she cannot go on the police like, oh, get off of him. She might end up like,
but that's a different situation.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So we have to
we are dealing with in Africa.
Yeah, we have to look on both sides. Honestly, I feel like Africans are just tired.
Because
like,
Uncle
you're saying the things that happen back home or here?
Back home.
Oh yeah. I mean, like we're talking about right now, there's no policies to hold anybody accountable.
And that's what I'm saying, because we talk about the propaganda.
Yeah.
United States has done a great job protecting the image of America.
Oh, I feel like the whole government went to marketing school.
And that's true, because you have mentioned there has been more
terrorists,
terror
than
any other country in the world, but they don't talk about it. Look in Africa right now with what's going on in Mali. He has been all over the news. They made Mali seems like a bad place.
Oh yeah, yes.
And that's what I'm saying. Not everything is for us to post on social media. There are certain things the government need to be able to say, no, you cannot post that. Protect the image of our country. That patriotism they need to find a way so that we stop receiving less bad images of Africa.
This
on the
is
international level.
Two things.
To allow us to be able to have more investors to go back home and invest.
Two things.
Go ahead.
One, in the African leadership, no common sense.
True.
Another part is our country. I see our countries like marriage. We all have issues. Okay. But one thing I'm not gonna do, Spanny, is exposing my issue. I will try.
It's okay. I'll be a counselor.
No. I will try my best to take care of the issues that I have going on, and one of the reasons to do that is being two way to do that is being accountable and being responsible.
Yes.
As long as we have leadership that when it comes to our leadership, actually, we need to do more than just that. But the first one, division. Yeah. One thing I hate in my life is tribalism.
Speak.
One thing I hate in my life is tribalism.
And you even think it was just in Africa? It's even here in the community.
Oh, yes, yes. It's like, that side, they're from there. Remember what they did to us back then? Now, that doesn't mean I cannot tell you how to feel. But one thing that's killing us, tribalism. I'm not saying China doesn't have tribalism. They do. But you know what they do? Another thing they do is let's come together and colonize these people or do this together. How did Europe came together? It's like, look, we can't either, because remember they weren't fighting. They're like, look, we can't kill each other, or let's look for a common good. We do our own different things, but be Europeans.
Yeah.
And then if anybody that's going to try to bully us and attack us, we come together and then we're going to argue after we finish doing that. And Africa lacks that. I was talking with my wife, like, since, we're from different places, and we're talking about, especially, she was telling me, like, in Congo, where, like, one tribe, within one tribe, there's other tribes. Imagine, and
how's that
and
possible?
How many tribes do you guys have?
more than 500 something.
So imagine within one, just one, and you guys have,
you have
more
like
than 100.
different sub tribe and all these things.
So, so the way I see Africa and African country is we will never agree on one thing. We always going to be different and we're going to do things different.
Yeah.
But when we realize like, okay, we Africa, whatever, we have going on, let's be accountable, hold each other accountable, be responsible for each other. When we get to that point, then it's gonna be easier to be like, you know what? When whoever comes from outside trying to bully us, trying to put the bad image on us, like within ourselves, like, hey, we already know that we working on that, but we cannot
allow you to point it out,
because you're not perfect
us,
either. Yes,
and that's why I think it will need to store. From there, it will allow a lot of African to be able to go back and start investing and stop showing interest.
Tribalism need to stop.
We need to stop those, especially those of us living here in the Western society, living here in Denver, in Colorado, in this city. We need to stop it, because what it does, it continue to create more division, and it's not going to allow people to be able to come together and put the idea for a better good and for the greater of the society and the community. And that's why, it needs to stop, honestly.
Yes. But I feel like that's one thing we have to tackle for us to feel comfortable, to trust each other. Like, oh, let me invest in my people.
But
even if we went with the idea of giving jobs, it's easier that way.
Do you think we should invest that here, or more focus on investing
both
in people?
Because it's funny, what's gonna happen, for instance, for me in Burundi, instead of me going to invest in Burundi, I'm going in Burundi, but I'm not going to invest in Burundi, because the mindset I will have is, let me invest within in Burundi. Only my people are going to benefit from that. But if I'm like, okay, whatever I have put together is Burundi comes first before anything else.
Regardless of what ethnic
Burundi comes first, and whatever regulations we have within the project or the company, as long as you meet those, we don't care. You're Burundian, cool. Is here to benefit. Burundi comes first.
And that's how it should be. It shouldn't be because you are relative to the president's tribe, or the ministers, or the prime minister, or this official. No, it shouldn't be about that, and that's why I think more people need to start speaking out about those things, to be able to allow this conversation to go on, to create those painful feelings in people's heart, to be able to say, yeah, we screw up, it's maybe time to stop it, and it's time to find and to put a regulation in place to allow investors like us, the diaspora, to freely come in and say, we are here to invest, we are here not to take job away from people, but to bring them, to be able to elevate those people, to give them the responsibility, like, okay, you guys can lead this company, you guys can lead this, but we are going to be like a funder, providing resources, providing all these things. But if they put you in charge of it, run it like your company.
Like the Burundian president just fired a guy that's running a certain company because everything was there. So it's a service. Everything is there, but there's that one service, and they give them the resources to put those services in different areas, so people don't have to travel long to receive that service. And he fired the guy on the spot.
The guy that was in charge of it. That's good.
he fired the guy on the spot. We need to start holding each other accountable. Let's not say, "Oh, that's not professional." No, that is because look, if I see that, if I see that, like, for God forbid, it's not gonna happen to you. Kabila won't do that to you. if we're in different companies and we're running different companies and we're kind of running it the same way, like not caring, putting the money aside, sending our kids wherever we're sending, all those things. And I see you get fired because of what you're doing, I'm going to check myself because I don't want to get fired.
Yes. And that's why, to all those who are studying HR, human services, human resources, those are the people we need. They are studying all the system. Because the one thing about the West, they have invested so much within that department. HR department. They are in control of everything, regardless of where you go. HR department, anything, refer to the HR. Anything, go to HR. Like they knew.
Like you can sue, like you can go and report your boss.
Your boss.
Even though we're not 100% there. That's better than like you.
And if God gave me the long life,
He will.
Amen. And when I go back, the one thing I will implement, I don't know if at your job you guys use Chronos. I think that's what it's called, Chronos.
What does it do?
The time management thing for employees.
Oh no.
That I'm talking about more for like physical.
Oh yeah.
Warehouse type of business.
Okay.
That if you have to show up at 7, and the time management, the clock management, you are 5 minutes late. That's a point deducted, right?
Oh yeah.
And all those things need to be put in place in a lot of company in Africa.
Even one thing I noticed, like when we want to teach people things, let's use the money.
The money.
Let's use their money. I give you an example. The thing you just said, right? Let's say let's say 5 minutes late. 5 minutes is nothing, right?
Yeah.
In a day, but in 5 days, that's 25 minutes. In 2 weeks, that's 50 minutes.
Yes.
When they see like, I thought I was working 40 hours. What happened to my check? And it's there. Like, look, you logged in. You logged in 7:05.
Yep.
That's what happened. You logged out earlier. That's what happened. People, like, somebody will be like, oh man, I need to, because it's not even you on their head like, oh, why did you come late? Nah, the time is keeping, and then when they see their check, then it will click, because those bills won't pay themselves.
I need to be there early. I don't need to leave super early as well. Because those things, think about it. How many people forge the thing on the paper? Because there's no silver camera. There's no computer record of anything.
No, anything you want to do to anybody. And I'm talking about, even if you, like, people, now, protesting, it's cool. But when you boycott somebody, they'll make the change you want them to change.
Yes.
You can go hold hands and sing all those things. But when you're like, we're not spending money on that place because we want certain things to change, they will change it.
They will make change. When you start hurting people's money,
that's where you touch.
People will take that into consideration. And that's what I'm saying. We talk about all this investment and all these things. That's why I think those software company, those who are into that, that field of software engineering, development, and all those things, and those African especially who have been successful in those things, those are the ones we are urging them. Start by implementing that resource in our continent and make them more available, because it will allow us, if I have to go and start a warehouse for whatever I want to, but if I know there's that software that already existed, it'll be easy for me to contact the engineer or the manufacturer, say, hey, how much is going to cost for you to install that within my warehouse?
Yeah. No, I also this guy he did this great website. He's Burundian, where he put together like restaurants. Like you're looking for a restaurant in Burundi or somewhere, you go to the page and you find it. And if you and I'm like, there are many people. We have many African people with that kind of like capabilities. If you know, like you put together some, like those restaurants will come looking for you. You know, or in every area. You know, like not just in computer, but like simple things like entertainment. You know, like
Yep.
Are the leaders investing in the entertainment like industries? Are they making it easier for the art, because those are art, music, movies, all those things, shows. Those are they making it easier for those company to distribute their art?
I don't think so.
You know, so like when we talk about investing, it's not just, you know, like things that will make you a billionaire into it, but like is in many areas, because as human we do those things, you know. We want those things in our lives. I want to work hard, of course, but I also want to be entertained, because I want to relax, I want to laugh, I want to, you know, many areas. So is the government making it easier for people to do those things, to express the, you know?
You know, Uncle T, sometimes I I feel like the government, you know, before you the government, like I feel like our African government sometimes they make certain bad decision. And that's why I say everything comes down to the leaders. If you want change, if you want people to work, you make them, they are going to work, because you start holding them accountable, you fire them, you open an investigation into what they were doing, and you put them in justice, and justice do their job. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The next person is not going to go that road off.
Oh no.
Because they know, oh, I'm going to get locked up and I have to pay back all the money I stole and all these things. They are going to stop the corruption. And
Accountable. Yes.
and that will better the African government, the African leadership, to get stronger and to be able to put stronger and good regulation in place to allow investor in diaspora to come back and easily invest and start something that would better the economy, that would better, that would lower the rate of unemployment. With the rate of unemployment being lower, is going to take away violence away in the street, because we see a lot of violence because the unemployment rate is way high. People don't have job, people don't have nowhere nothing to do. They turn into something else that they find pleasure and they find easiest way, quickest way to make money.
Yeah, and
history has proven that. Go ahead.
yeah, no, I 100%, man. And the sad part is, especially our African country.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to compare, but is the reality. You see here, is possible to be very successful in life with an idea. But back home, if you don't have money, you cannot succeed.
You cannot.
Because
your kid can't even go to school.
Oh yeah, because one thing I notice is foreign countries and foreign people, they invest back home. Like foreign, I'm not talking about Africans in foreign countries. Like foreigners, they invest back home. One is because they have the money, and they have access to the government, and the government don't care that, oh no, as long as you bribe them or you donate whatever you donate, they will let you. They don't care your intention. They don't care where you're coming from. They don't care to look at your reputation. They don't even know like what you did yesterday. The only thing they know is the kind of person you are since you guys met. They don't know if,
as long as you're willing to bribe them whatever amount they want.
It's like, come on, it's like they don't know if you were murderer, where you came from. They don't know if you're a rapist. They don't care. You bring the money.
No, and that's the sad part, man. That's the sad part. And I think, to me, it's Uncle Chi, because one thing is, our elected official here is easy. You can contact the office and get hold of them. You know that? You can get hold of the representative, the assistants, and all these things. And, but in Africa,
we're not even going to go far. Where my mom come from, there's this man we knew. You know how they build roads, and sometimes it might get through your house. So it's like you have to move. They have to destroy your house. So it happened to one man that we know, and the man was, and he's old. He was like, well, he's dead. He was old, and he was like, look, me, I'm not moving, So they aggressively arrested him, and then they put him in prison, and he died there. But during that process, they were calling the person that was leading that region, like, hey, you need to do something about it. At least let him go to the hospital, and then you guys can do whatever you want later. But this guy wasn't picking up a call, and they're like, oh, I'll look into it, kind of thing.
And he still have his job, but the old man is no longer.
Oh yeah, dead. And there's another incident. The same guy where somebody that had cows, they like died because of the whole thing there, and the same guy is the one leading the area.
Lack of accountability, and
no
one can sue him. No one.
No,
and that's because is somebody related to the highest office in the land and all these things. They can abusing power and all these things, and that's just really sad. And that's something that it really will have to stop. And to me, it's just like those, because man, this is what I've said. If you put me in charge of infrastructure to build road, build all these things, make transportation easier, movement of people easy.
What he's really saying is you guys should vote for him. That's how they come.
No. Okay, if in 5 years, I do not build a road or fix any old bridges or anything, Uncle Chi, why?
Okay, let me tell you.
Just the president.
Let me tell you.
When you ask that person, be like, give me the report of what you've done.
Okay, let me ask you. Me and you are stealing together, right?
Yeah.
Me and you, we've been stealing left and right, our country, our people.
All that. What do you mean?
No, I know. Wait.
Oh, that's just an example. We have not been stealing.
If we were in that position, me and you have been stealing. We don't care about what the people are going through. We don't care who gets to get to the other road. We don't care. And we're in charge, or we're put in charge of different department. Or I put you in that position. That's an example. I put you in that position, but all the other things we do it together. Tell me, how am I going to hold you accountable?
That's why I think it has become more, it's no longer about the people that they claim to be representing. It has more becoming their stomach.
Oh yes, their
their
family.
family,
That's it.
and all these things. Because if you just you look at Africa from the cities city hall all the way to the marketplace, just you can just look, you already know something is not right.
Yeah. No, we have a long way to go, but honestly,
No, but we will continue.
yeah. Sorry, but now I wanted to say before we go, like we have a long way to go,
Mhm.
but one thing that's keeping us back is division.
But division should never stop the Ministry of Development to build road, though.
But
To
but
put
mentally,
mentally,
he has that division
he's
within him.
after.
Like, oh, those are in that area. Those people
They are not my people.
because I don't care. You know what?
Oh, those are not my people. I don't.
Yeah,
need to
those
do
are not my
anything there.
people, and these
I will
people have
fix
no
more
common sense. They don't even build back in their own
I will
place.
fix more into this nice area
Mhm.
where all
I'll
the-
put my money in Europe.
in Europe, in the Swift
I'll-
bank and all these things. And what
Like
happens when they put a sanction? You lose all your money. You become
See,
poor.
yeah. But if you take care of your people, I guarantee you, your people will take care of you.
Definitely. This has been really a great topic and conversation. We will continue this investment, African investment, on the next episode of Nyuki. Thank you so much for tuning in and stay tuned of Nyuki. Have a good one.
All right, peace.
Peace.